One other thing that I have got to rant about is merging onto the highway. Do people not learn how to merge? Like,
No.
You've got to speed up. You've got to be a defensive driver. You've got to get in there. Like, you got to put your turn signal on. You got to go. And people slow down and they brake.
So
and they don't have their turn signal on, and they're like running off into the shoulder, and I'm like, you gotta get over. What are you doing?
Taking a name, you coded the door, and welcome to the game.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode in the car with Hannah and Brooke. And you know, just to be fitting, we have an episode about driving. I don't know about you all, but I feel like people have gotten way worse driving.
They're awful.
They're terrible. And like following the rules of the road. I feel like everybody needs to go back through driver's ed again. It is so bad. Brooke, what do you think?
I don't know what witchery or who cursed me, but you all could take this spell back. And everyone would be like, well, it's your driving. No, it's not. And I have witnesses who ride with me that say it's not me. I attract the worst drivers possible, and it's not me. I know it's not me. I have witnesses that are with me, and they're like, oh wow, they really do come at you. And I'm like, I didn't ask for this. What's happening? So anyways, y'all need to go back to driver's ed. I don't know.
It's crazy. I was even just thinking, like, you know, when you come to a four-way stop and there's multiple people that come at the same time, right? Who goes? Brooke, do you know the answer to this? Who goes? If you get there at the same time, four-way stop.
If your tires ain't a-rolling, I'm a-moving.
The person on the right, Brooke. The person on the right goes.
But then if there's all four of you on the right, who goes?
Okay, well, I don't know the answer to that one. But I'm just saying, it is actually wild how crazy people are. And I don't know if it's just that I notice it more or that actually people have gotten way worse.
Oh, cows. Why is the grass so tall? I actually have on my dashboard some little figurines that are from Japan, but someone gave me a mini Jesus, and I have him up there because my road rage is so bad that I stop myself when I see him and I go, I'm so sorry, Jesus. I'm so sorry. But also sometimes I'm like, Jesus, would you keep going? Drive! Because people just like today, I was going back home and oh, look at that house.
Oh, that's a nice
that's
house.
it. I like that. Sorry, we're driving. We don't know where we're at. Anyways, and they're going 20 miles an hour, and it's 30-mile-per-hour road. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm not like, it's not like I'm in a rush to get somewhere, but it's just frustrating because you're like, why are we going
under the speed limit?
But I will say the elderly really get to me. But then I have recently stopped and thought about like, what if that was like my grandma or my grandpa, or, you know? And then I'm like, oh man, I wouldn't want anyone yelling at them. But also, I yell at I get on like my mom when she's driving, or like my stepdad or my dad, or so, like my brother. I thought I was gonna die last weekend with him, and he's like, oh, you're fine, shut up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, like, did you not go to drive? They don't have driver's ed anymore. Did you know that?
They don't. That's really scary. That's where I learned everything for driving. I got yelled at driver's ed.
I got yelled at driver's ed one time. But anyways, yes, people need to go back to driver's ed. I don't understand, like, stop sign and stop lines, or stop lights, you do have to abide by them. And I've seen so many people just blow stop signs, go through full on red lights. And I'm like, if that was, I always send her a Snapchat. I'm like, nah, this happened. I'm like, but if that was me, a police officer would get me.
You do always send me those videos.
I have tried to stop doing
it. It is crazy though. Like, I mean, I get it. Sometimes you're distracted when you're driving, like you're thinking about something else or whatever, and you don't see a car. Like, I think we've all done it. We've been there. But I do think that people are getting worse too, because they're even more distracted driving with like changing songs on their
a lot of
dashboard, or like or just texting. And that's probably my biggest pet peeve, when people are driving really horribly and you pull up on them to pass them, and I'm like, get off your phone, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, you're gonna get us all killed. Or one other thing that I have got to rant about is merging onto the highway. Do people not learn how to merge? Like,
no.
You've got to speed up, you've got to be a defensive driver. You've got to get in there. Like, you got to put your turn signal on. You got to go. And people slow down and they brake. So and they don't have their turn signal on. And they're like running off into the shoulder. And I'm like, you got to get over. What are you doing?
You're just like, why are we going 25 miles trying to get on to 70 when you got to go 70 miles per hour? What are we doing here? Yes. Or any interstate, you're just like, go. And that's when I wish I could just zoom around them real fast because I get so fed up. And I'm like, oh my, you're going to kill us. Or when you're, and I know they can't always do this, but semi-drivers or cars on the interstate, if you see me trying to get on, and as a driver, get to the other lane so I can get on, or any car can get on.
Like, just as a courtesy.
Yeah, but I know sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not possible. But we're about to go into a rainstorm, so pray with us. Because I can just see, do you see all that rain up there?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of rain coming.
But anyways, this is where we're going to practice safe driving.
Safe driving, guys.
I don't know where we are. We're somewhere. We're out in BFE. Why? Because we're going to go get food out in the middle of nowhere. But anyways, yes, it's happening.
You might hear the rain. I don't know. We'll test our noise canceling microphones and see if they're actually good and you don't hear the rain.
If it canceled the lawn mowing that happened in one episode, it should cancel the rain. But anyways, it is very frustrating. Get off your phone. Eating, it can wait. I'm guilty of, like, I will say my car, I can do the
CarPlay or Apple Play.
Yeah, I can do the Apple Play, and then like I can text. Like, it'll come through and then it reads it to you, and then it's like, do you want to reply? You can do voice. But if you're getting back to back, you almost have to press it, which is more distracting. So then the point I'm like, I'm just going to call you because I'm not going to risk my life. Or I do. I give myself one swerve. You get one swerve, which means if I'm like changing music or whatever, and then my car will alert me if I'm crossing the lane. I go, okay, we're done. We're done messing with that. And I am guilty of that. I will take accountability. I will also take accountability when I'm being the bad driver. And I'm like, you know what? That was on me. That was my whoopsies. That's my bad. But I'm telling you, if we did an episode and we were able to get a camera on the front of my car, you guys would literally be like, why does she attract so many bad drivers? Like, who cursed me? I know who it was. It was a patient that I had in the ER years ago. She did something weird to me. It was a psych patient.
Did she have like a magic wand?
She had a feather. And she did something weird and
she got it out Ollivanders.
A little spit, something weird to me, and I swear she cursed me.
That's funny.
Funny to you, not to me. And it's just awful because then it's like, and then I started to think, like, is it me? Am I the problem? I'm not. I have witnesses.
I do think too, it's like when you're on the highway, one other thing that really bothers me is that you try to be a safe driver and you try to practice, like, a couple car lengths distance, right? And you're like just following along, doing the right thing, and then somebody cuts you off because they're like, oh, this is an opening, I'm just gonna cut in front of you. I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be like 2 to 3 car lengths away from the next car. Yeah. And then you're taking that as just following too far away from somebody when I'm actually supposed to be doing that.
Or when people ride your bumper, I want to brake check people all the time. I'm like, you mother trucker, I'm about to brake check you so hard. And I ride a motorcycle. She's a little 125. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. It's my little Grom. And that's even worse being cursed.
Oh, yeah.
I about got blasted turning in. I know where they took the stop sign out over on...
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I almost got blasted turning into El Bronco. And Zach turned around and he was like, I think you just about got hit. I said, yeah, I felt the car boom, right by me. Like, pay attention.
Oh, my gosh.
In summertime, it's motorcycle season. Pay attention.
Yes.
Because, yes, I agree, there are some motorcycle people that do cause problems, and they are the problem.
They're the issue, yeah.
But not all of them are, and you got to watch out for them because, like, you can't always see them, and there's, you got the blockers in your car that blocks your vision on that. But anyways, I think that I really truly think it's getting worse. Is it because driver's ed is not available anymore? Is it because it's easier to just go and pop and get your license and call it a day? Like, I feel like the standards are so low compared to what they were when
Probably, yeah.
when we had to get our license and whatnot.
I mean, honestly, I failed my driver's portion of my test. And it was because it was like a very busy area and I was not used to turning left at this area, and I thought that cross traffic stopped and had a stop sign, and they sure didn't. So I pulled out in front, and my driver person that was giving me the test freaked out and yelled at me, and then I slammed on my brakes and she's like, "No, you're already in the intersection, just go." And I'm like, "Ah!"
Don't yell at me, you're making it worse.
She made it so much worse. It was like so traumatizing, but it was fine. I went back when I was more composed, like a few weeks later.
You did driver's ed.
I did driver's ed and everything. And I would say like I was a decent driver, but I also had to take my driver's test in a stick shift because my parents made me learn on a stick.
Oh my God.
And so, you know, it was like new driver plus stick shift plus an area I didn't know or wasn't familiar with. So,
which is even worse.
I will give myself the benefit of the doubt there, but we are all not perfect drivers, but I think it's for sure gotten worse, and it bothers the crap out of me.
It bothers me, and I apologize for all my TikToks I sent to you, sorry. And it's just so frustrating. And then, like, I will say for driver's ed,
we stopped the car.
That's cute. The lighting's going to be great on these videos, by the way. And it's raining, so just wait. You think my hair's crazy now? Just wait until our next video. I will say, or I got yelled at because I had a great driver, dude. And then something happened. So, like, when it came down to the final... When it came down to the final class... I forgot that was there. Final class. It was the instructor, and he was a douche. He was awful. He was, like, the athletic director. It was at Pendleton, which is even worse. And he made me go get gas, but it was like at their bus garage. And I swear the curb of the gas thing came out further.
Yeah.
And I hit it because it was weird. You almost had to like parallel park to get into the thing. It was weird.
Yeah.
And he yelled at me so bad, and he's like, "You're done," and made me go. And the kid that was my partner was riding with me, and he was like, we were terrified. I for sure thought he was going to murder us. We were going to get buried somewhere. It was so scary. But I also failed, when you said that, I failed my written tests after I already had my license, when you had to renew them. Apparently, and this could be different for different states, but apparently if you get points when you get pulled over and you get a ticket, and I had like 2 points like for one ticket or something, and they made me retake the written test. And
Did they really?
Yeah, it was the dumbest thing. And I was like, okay. She's like, "You want to study?" And I was like, "Do I want to study? No, I don't need." I've been driving since I was 16, I think 21 when you had to switch it. So I was like, "No, I don't need no test. Let me take this." I failed, and my mom was like in the middle of the lobby going, "Ah!" laughing at me, and I was like, "Listen, lady.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, lady. My driving skills are 10 times better than yours." But that was annoying. But it's not because I'm a bad driver. They're just some of those questions. I'm like.
It's just not, I mean, you don't come across those situations all the time when you're driving, but let us know what you think. If you think driving has gotten way worse, please share, because we definitely think it has. Drop a comment, share your thoughts too, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next episode. Follow our social medias, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I don't know why I keep forgetting these, at Dear Dilemma Official.
See you guys.